Hello once again, this is your professor, Danny Araneta Cabulay, for the course Leadership in the Travel Business. This is video lecture number 3, and we will be talking about organizational culture and organizational climate. What's the difference? Okay, when we talk about organizational culture, this refers to the collective values, beliefs, and principles shaped by history, management, employees, strategy, technology, and national culture of the company. And rewards and punishment also. Is there a system for that? The allocation of attention and resources, the appraisal system for employees, and the organizational culture survey. Kasi kung minsan sinasurvey yung mga tao kung, are you happy? Are you satisfied with your employment? Are you satisfied with the company's benefits? And et cetera, et cetera. So, pag nagpapasurvey yung HR department sa mga empleyado, that is an OC survey. Okay? Para lang malaman kung happy sila or not. Okay? Now, examples of organizational culture, management committee meeting or tinatawag lang MANCOM meeting. So, kuminsan yung mga managers, top managers, nagmi-meeting sila every morning, 30 minutes every day. That's a MANCOM meeting. Employee of the month, meron ba silang mga ganyang gimmick, no? Programs, employee of the month. Clean as you go. So, pag pumunta ka sa cafeteria, wala kang tagaligpit ng kinainan mo. Iligpit mo ang sarili mong, so bitbitin mo yung tray mo sa cafeteria, no? So clean as you go, bawal magkalat. Wash day, so you don't wear your uniform. Setting appointments, hindi ka pwedeng makipagkita sa mga managers nang walang appointment kasi very busy silang lahat. Early retirement, retirement age is 60 in the private sector. Pero kung minsan, 40, 45, 50, pwede na mag-retire, may benefits ka nun. So it's optional. Is it offered? Yeah, that's an example of OC. Grapevine, yung, chismisan blues. Di ba sa mga companies, may mga tao na talagang nagmamarites, no? Talagang, mari, ano ba, latest, no? Nagchichismisan. That's a culture. Pag ganyan ang kultura, hindi magandang culture yan. Okay? And then, long meal breaks. Ang meal break lang, 1 hour dapat. Pero kung minsan yung mga tao tumatambay pa sa cafeteria, imbes na 1 hour lang, nagiging 1 hour and a half. Okay? Zumba sessions. May mga companies na every Friday meron silang Zumba. Yeah. Like they want to be fit. Okay? That's an example of organizational culture. Isa siyang kultura. Okay? And tardiness. Pag lahat laging late, all the employees are always late, the managers are always late, that's a culture also. It's a bad culture, but it's a culture. Okay? Now, let's talk about organizational climate. What's the difference? This is the process of quantifying the culture which we talk about. It identifies the level of employee engagement. How engaged are the employees? Or are just they obeying and compliant? No questions asked. It measures employee satisfaction. It is manifested by employee turnover and conflicts. Kapag marami nagre-resign, hindi maganda ang organizational climate. Pag nagtatagal ang mga empleyado, that's good. Okay? Kapag marami nag-aaway, marami nagdedemandahan sa kumpanya, no? Maraming hindi magkakasundo, that's a bad climate. Organizational climate is terrible. Pero kung masaya lahat ng tao, walang nag-aaway, they're all very cooperative, team player lahat, that's a very positive organizational climate. And this has an HR cost implication. Pag laging maraming demandahan, magastos yan. Maraming nagre-resign, magastos din yan. Kasi recruit ka ng recruit. Recruitment cost could be very high nowadays. Okay? Mahirap mag-recruit ng mga bagong tao, lalo na kung managers ang nawala. So examples of organizational climate, the low staff attrition, kapag konti lang nagre-resign, 100% attendance in a tree planting project of the company. Vocal employees on an oppressive policy. So they're very, very upfront and vocal. No? May freedom of speech. Employee involvement in policy formulation. Fierce rivalry among managers. Okay? Low participation in the sports fest. Manifested by employee turnover and conflicts. And high volume of litigation. Pag maraming demanda, naku, hindi maganda yung climate. Okay? So we know now the difference between climate and culture. Now, you see, Greiner's model on organizational development is quite extensive. Sabi ni Greiner, the first stage in any company is the entrepreneurial stage where people try to be creative, they're starting out the business. No? The challenge here is the need for leadership. Who's gonna lead us? So pag nag-stabilize na yan, the next is the provision for a clear direction. Where are we headed? Then, that's the second stage, the collectivity stage yon. And then, the crisis or the challenge in that particular stage is the need for delegation with control. Kasi kung minsan the leader, aakuin niya lahat eh. But, the leader's gonna die if he's gonna do all the functions. He needs to delegate. He needs to trust people. Then, there will be additional internal systems to streamline the work. The challenge in the third stage, which is formalizing the stage, is, the need to deal with much red tape. Baka masyado maraming steps sa mga proseso. So you need to streamline. Kailangan meron kayong operations manual to streamline all the processes within the company. Then you start in stage 4, which is the elaboration stage. This is the need to develop teamwork. So people are working together already in teams, okay, or committees. The challenge here is the need to revitalize. Kasi people tend to be bored, people tend to be complacent. So there are many ways you can do it. You can, kill the company, decline, okay? You can continue as a mature organization, or you can get to be exciting and innovate. Okay, so that's where the company's model leads to the Greiner model. Okay? Remember the difference between a boss and a leader. The boss demands, the leader coaches. The boss relies on authority, the leader relies on goodwill. The boss issues ultimatum, and the leader generates enthusiasm. The boss would like to say I, and I. And then the leader always says, we, tayo, okay? The boss uses people. The leader develops people. The boss takes credit. The leader gives credit. The boss places the blame on others. The leader accepts responsibility and the blame. And then the boss would say, go. Ganun siya mag-utos. The leader would say, let's go. Tara na. Okay? And then the boss would say, my way is the only way. Okay? And the leader says, strength in unity. Do you see the glaring difference between a boss and a leader? Magkaiba, di ba? So we now proceed to pop question number 3. Would you rather be a manager or a leader? Which do you prefer? Explain your answer in 2 to 3 sentences only. Place your answer in the comment section below the YouTube video not later than Wednesday next week. Okay? Cheers! Wait for video lecture number 4.